Hey everyone, welcome back to another spiritual principle a day with me, John Clayton. I'm glad you keep coming back. I've been clean and sober since February 21st, 2021. And we are now February 23rd. A crash course in hope. While abstinence is the beginning, our only hope for recovery is a profound emotional and spiritual change. It works. Step 1. Being new in NA is a crash course in hope. At first, our hope only needs to last as long as lasts the distance to our phone. When that obsession to use clouds our commitment to staying clean today, will we call a new friend in NA or our dealer? We hope for the former, but most of us in early days have reservations. Do we even want to stop using? Can we? In a meeting, someone shares HOPE is an acronym for Hold On, Pain Ends. Yikes. More like hell on planet Earth. Others of us are sure that we're done with using forever and ever and ever. But then we're told by someone to slow our roll as it's just today around here. Oh, sorry. Um, Slow our roll as it's just for today around here. If there's the case, do we even dare to hope for better life beyond the one we can see for tomorrow? Soon we hear and eventually absorb the idea that abstinence does not equal recovery. Our disease doesn't just manifest physically in our reliance on drugs and messed up behaviors. An NA member clarifies it's mental, emotional, and spiritual too. So we need solutions that touch all of it. When we stop using, it's merely the start of our recovery. Our hope evolves to a deeper version. Hearing other people's experience, we transition from merely wanting some short-term relief from our obsessions and destructive behaviors to desiring significant change in other areas of our lives that we believe might be possible. Based on observations of other members' long-term experiences, they did the work, so can I. We don't passively hope for a meaningful recovery beyond abstinence. We treat our addiction with the programs and principles of NA. We learn to let go of our self-obsession and embrace the humility through working steps. Application of the tradition in our lives leads us to contribute to the greater good of NA and their communities. Hope becomes helping other people every day. Hope helps me to be abstinent today as I continue to treat my whole disease with vigilance and perseverance. I will keep hope alive, deepening and sustaining my recovery. Amen to that. And while I was reading that, I could hear the cat in the kitchen making a ruckus. What were you doing in there, Mittens? You know I'm recording, right? You make too much noise in the kitchen. Did you make us dinner? Well, that's one thing that helps me on a daily basis is is trying to or maintaining my recovery by staying or maintaining vigilance. Recovery comes first. I mean, I won't deny the fact that there's been times where you know I miss going to the bar or going dancing or but I also know where that leads, and you know the bottom line for me before I was finally able to give up was you know it's either die or get clean. And for as much as I for as much as I took for granted during my active addiction, I finally realized that, well, and the fact that the amount of close calls that I had, that I don't want to die. And I mean, everyone else in my life pretty much has already done that. And I'm only 53, and some people live to 100, and some people, don't even make it to 5. And what makes me even more sad is, I look at a lot of the celebrities that I grew up watching when I was a young boy, or in the 70s, 80s, and whatever, and all of them are either, if not already dead, then they're getting close to it, or or maybe they've ended up with some kind of messed up disease, whether it be dementia or Alzheimer's, or one of my favorite actors, Bruce Willis. Last I heard is he can't even tell who his family is anymore. And after the life he's led, and then look at Michael J. Fox. There's another one. He had a good life right up well until he was a young man and ended up with Parkinson's, and really got really bad. These people who started out having these really good lives, and then that's the drawback, is that's how they get to finish off their life. It's so unfair. Anyway, this channel isn't about celebrities or the death of celebrities, isn't it? Isn't it? Is it? Anyway, thank you everybody for joining me today. I appreciate all of you. If nobody's told you today that they love you, well, I love you, and we'll see you all again real soon. Okay, bye for now.